Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to another video. First off, I'm gonna apologize. I'm recovering from a sinus infection, but I'm slowly getting back to normal. It takes some time. My nasal cavity continues to slowly heal and flesh itself because the migraines I get from this is crazy. But today I'm gonna welcome you to another video. Today we're gonna talk about G.I. Joe Classified, Mutt, and Junkyard, or Scrapyard, depending on your region, because sometimes it gets a little different. But yeah, we're gonna talk about this guy because it's awesome. We're finally gonna get into something a little more unique for the G.I. Joe line, and it's been fun. It's been fun. I really enjoy Mutt. I didn't know much of him in comics, but I did know of him in the toy, the Sunbow cartoon. You saw him, but in the comic books, he was more of a background character, but did serve well during like the crossover with the G2 Transformers stuff. I believe it's issue like 139 to like 141, something like that. But it was a good little 3-issue arc, a 4-issue arc if I remember correctly, and yeah, had a good time. And it also serves up some really good team ups. So I'm gonna like do that in the photos. But yeah, here we are. The first thing I want to talk about is my main man Mutt. I love that they gave him the mustachio and the grit. It looks really good. Excuse me. Here we are with our stuff. We have a new vest here. We have a new armature here. And one thing about Mutt is that he also comes with new hands, which is pretty, which is pretty dope. So articulation wise, I think we have something that is, we've all become used to, but in case you've never seen a G.I. Joe review from me, let's go over our articulation. We can look up, we can look down, we can tilt side to side. One of the really cool features I've noticed that we actually have a scar on his face. This guy really looks like Burt Reynolds. But I don't know why I said that out loud like that, but that's what I was thinking. We can lift our arms up so we can hit a little bit of a T-pose there. We have bicep swivel. We have a butterfly rocker. We have the pinless joints that are double, so we have a bunch of room for that. We do still have a beautiful ab crunch. They made this soft enough that the ab crunch still works with him, which is awesome, and it moves around with the character. We also have that moving little under movement here for our waist. We have drop down hips. We can hit a little bit higher than about 90 degrees. We have thigh swivel, so we can hit the plie. We have a boot swivel as well, and super generous Hasbro ankle pivot that they're known for. So we have a lot of cool things, a lot of cool articulation. But most of all, like with lines like this, we kind of know what we're getting into. But what's really cool is that it's pretty unique for the character that you want to get into. So it's like if you like a certain character, you know what you're getting. If you're gonna buy everything, again, you know what you're getting for the most part. But what we get new here is gonna be our little guy right here. Junkyard, aka Scrapyard. So we have a lot of movement here. We have a ball joint here for the neck. We have a rocker that goes up and down for our neck area, right? We have our legs here. And we have a vest, which is pretty cool, and a collar. Now, I got a second one. And the reason why I'm going to show you the second one is because I actually took the vest off of it. So you can see the sculpt underneath the body. As you see, the vest is not sculpted on. I left the same head on, right? So we can go over that in accessories. So as you can see here, we have a lot of, I guess this would be his ab crunch, right? We can extend our legs out. I haven't warmed these up yet, but as you can see, these actually do bend back. There we go. And forward. Same is going to be for here in the front. And we have paw rotation, or paw hinge, you know, just inventing names as we go along. But yeah, we actually get a bunch of nice articulation where we can actually hit certain dog poses, and it actually looks really nice. So this is one of those things that I really enjoy, that there was a lot of effort put into even the dog's articulation. If you're gonna count him as a figure, give him that full rotation. Roticulation. Yeah, let's bring back roticulation. And that's pretty dope. Now, as far as our accessories go, that's also where it gets pretty cool, because Mutt comes with a ton of new hands and accessories that really work out well for what he does. He's a dog instructor, the G.I. Joe team. He's a canine instructor. This is his partner. He works well with his partner for obvious reasons, and is really good at what he does. So let's talk about those accessories. All right, getting into it, I want to talk about the fact that we actually get really cool alternative hands. This is the first Joe that we get multiple set of hands. I believe there's been other Joes that do get other sets of hands. And oh, no, sorry. This is the first mainline one. The first one was actually Chuckles. because he had those brass knuckle hands, which I love. So, first off, you'll get a pointing hand when he wants to give commands. This is really cool. But you can also use just point and say go. You will get, I believe this hand is for come here or to pat. I'm not sure, but I kind of want to look it up. But I do know that it's really cool that they gave the dog command hands. We have one closed fist, and I believe this is for halt. But you can also use to punch your enemies. I wish you would have gotten 2 closed fist hands, but it's a start, and I'm hoping that we do get more of it. Next up, we have I believe this is a come here, like with the index out. But again, I need to look up these commands because I want to make sure. This one is probably going to be a feeder or a halt hand, but it looks like a relaxed hand if it wasn't for a dog command hand. And this one looks kind of like a speak, right? Maybe speak. But most of all, I forgot. We could actually use, which one is it? We can probably use this one for like a leash hand. Let's see. Let's see if it works. Let's just test it out. So technically, yeah, if you didn't want to use a trigger hand, you can probably use this one as a leash hand if you wanted to, if you don't want to use a trigger hand. Next up, we have an alternative face. This is actually the default face that comes on him. I just didn't want him to appear like that as a big, cute dog. I want him to be as a big and cute dog. No dogs like this actually have a stigma about them, and I don't want to portray that. So it's really cool. We actually do have the grit teeth dog face. Cute doggo. We have a baton or a nightstick, depending on where you're from and the name you know it of. It's soft plastic. We will get a grizzly trainer mask, one that is known for him being on his foul card, which is pretty cool. I'm going to put that on him in a second. We'll also get a really cool painted up helmet. This is actually really well painted, and I think my lighting doesn't bring it out well enough. It has dirt and grit all over it, and I love that it has it. You'll also get a set of binoculars to go on it, right? If you want to put them on top. But you'll also get a set that can go around the set of the face and eyes without a problem. Last but not least, we can talk about our weapons. We will get, I believe this is an M16. This is normal. If I believe, you see this mostly with like military branches, especially the U.S. Army. No, U.S. Army is like M14, if I remember correctly. This one's an M16, if I remember correctly. The magazine is removable. We have our standard issue sidearm. Should be, I don't know, I'm not sure if this is a 9mm or a Glock 17, but I'm learning. We actually have an opening for our effect parts too, as well there. And then we have a secondary knife. And the knife belongs right here in the front pouch. Our sidearm belongs here, gun in hand. And as you can see, he even has the armature here for like protecting himself against dog bites as he instructs. But yeah, let's pop this mask on so we can see our classic style here. Got to get it around the back of the head. Otherwise, it's going to clip on the neck. You don't want it to do that. And I believe he does look really cool this way, even without his helmet on. But with his helmet on, even better. I feel like this really works for the style of him. I really, really like this look. Now, with all of those things being said, though, let's jump into our size comparison as we compare him with other Joes and some Cobra operatives. Oh, and I could break out timber for this guy. So I'll see you guys in a sec. All right, now let's jump into some size comparisons. But I do want to fix a mistake I made earlier in the video. I talked about him having multiple hands, and I meant as in a lot of hands, because the first main line release with multiple hands, that was of the classified line and not like a movie line, I do believe was officially Snake Eyes, but Rock and Roll was the next one. So he actually had multiple sets of hands, and the other one being like the deluxe Snake Eyes. So yeah, my bad, y'all, my bad. So yeah, now, since we have him out, actually, let's throw your boy Rock and Roll there so you can see how he stacks up next to him. And we got to see, wow, I didn't expect him to be smaller than Rock and Roll like that. So it's crazy how these body types are all different. I like that everybody's a different height and a different size. I really, really like that. It's really good. Yeah. One of the crazy cool things is Duke issue 1 from the Energon universe came out, and I'm really excited for what it has to bring. Here we are next to Stalker. He looks a little bit more average size with Stalker, but Rock and Roll is a pretty big dude, right? Excuse me. Now, up against some other stuff, right? Some Cobra stuff. I have a Alley Viper here. So here we are with an Alley Viper. Alley Viper's a little bit bigger. And then we have an officer from the Hiss attack team. They all seem closer in size to him. So I think Rock and Roll is the big anomaly there. But I do like all the Joes are different sizes. Next up, if you want to choose something from Valiverse, I have one of the exclusives here. One of our Swarm Horde. And these are bigger than him. So you have that. Next up, we have a Marvel Legends, the new Vision, but I have a CJ cape on it. So here we are with the Marvel Legends Vision. Here we are with a Sparrow Toys AWOC figure. Right? So Mutt's a little bit on the smaller side, which I'm cool with because that means he's just like me and Tunnel Rat. He's a short dude. Here we are next up with an SH Figuarts and a Mezco Toys Ichigo. And I say that because it's just an Ichigo head on a Gomez body, but I'm showing you. So yeah, what's crazy is some of the new SH Figuarts are a little bigger. Rider 2 is actually closer to a 6-inch scale. And the Mezco Toys, ooh, we already know how they scale out. They're slightly bit bigger. All right. Ooh. Next up, oh, who could we use? Oh, you know what? Totally forgot. Here we are with my main man, Timber. And I was gonna say, like, Timber shouldn't be smaller because Timber's a wolf. And technically he is bigger, which is pretty cool. So I like that. I like that he is a little bit bigger. Now, again, what's really cool about all of this is that I'm getting a chance to get back in the groove because I've been really out of it with this sinus pressure. It's been crazy. Also, I realized his boot was on backwards. And I didn't realize that until just now, which is hilarious. But I do like the asymmetrical design that I had going on there. But yeah, boot was on backwards. Still worked out though. But yeah, really cool toy. I'm really hoping I can do something really cool. I'm gonna try to research some dog signals so I don't look crazy doing it wrong. I'll probably end up still getting it wrong, but I'm gonna try. But I'm hoping to bring some nice cool stuff to the table. Thank you guys for watching and enjoying. Hope you guys stick around for more videos. I'm gonna pop them out as much as I can. Happy 2024. Hope you're doing well. And as always, please be good, do good, drink your water, guys. Later.